They'll tell you love it or leave it. It's the best we'll ever get. It's the best of all systems. Fuck do you want? Communism? Now you can point to what's wrong, but your hands can't trace a new way. If I had one note to this song, here is the tune I would play. Maybe if all our leaders weren't bought, and every backhand that fed them was clapped and cuffs when it was caught, they'd work for us and not them. Corporations wouldn't be men. Our weak constitution may mend, amending where prisoners aren't men, but 32-cent an hour slaves, wailing ghosts trapped in living graves, entombed to keep the ivory paved. We could dismantle that system and form one that didn't inculcate recidivism, classism, a recurrent caste system. And without next to free labor, our industries wouldn't savor the taste of overproduction, selling us every obstruction that affronts all our progression. They withheld our true expression and the spoils of their conquer. We all invest in our halters, yoked within ingrained consumption. We only build through destruction. All the plants under the pavement, all the lands under enslavement, where the people know none of life's taste, fed pennies for products we waste. They express unequivocally, expanding exponentially, stirs irreparable scarcities. What if all our industries were worked toward homeostasis, investing in the right places? We'd alternate our energy. We could quit pimping globally, relying fundamentally on a foul blood-soaked pollution, pumped through all of our institutions, producing only a mere tenth of what's put in. It's common sense. This shit is basic. It's not hard. The solution's simple. Actions barred by the reins in which we believe. We have adhered. We've been deceived. Taught this is all we'll receive. I'll strip that tree of all its leaves. Every single power that was, and every last one that will be, rests in a collective belief. Their roots are ideology. They fear the power that's sheathed and the lost masses' potential. So they wage wars in our mental. I write upon humanity and find this is my thesis. Thousands of years of history, and it's still the starbelly sneeches and the clever man in the hat, whose blind hungry pockets get fat, while their bellies get thinner, as they take blood for their dinner, played off each side to the center, severed. That old echo of Rome, yoke the domain, keep them alone and unaware of their power, so they won't topple your tower. Every empire will sour when collective thought tastes freedom. Our existence doesn't need them. Like we can't have progress without parasites. Delouse that filth now. We just play the chips that we're dealt, because we let them hold all the cards. The people of Egypt once felt space and time would rip into shards if the pharaoh didn't hold place. The mob got fat in decades lace with the held collective silence they instilled in their inception. It was compliance, not violence, that ensured their protection. Then the feds snuck rats in their shit, and even dawn started to flip. The church sold souls their salvation, robbing mankind for their station. Then we formed our revelations and put that corpse through cremation. The loomers of our tapestry, the lobbyists, the papacy. It's still kings in the peasantries, fiefdoms, penitentiaries, the cartels, the bureaucracies, the banks and the economies, industries and the robber barons. Those that have not, those not sharing, all rests in capstones of you. Now that you've seen how they grew, pierce their foundation in your heart. Find cracks, pry them the fuck apart. You have to quit buying their shit if you want to stop being sold. They have never once been legit. Their crimes are hidden and age old. Here they have had their day. They have had their night. This is our day. Here's the only mantra I'll give. Every one of us has the right to know the life we wish to live.